Oracle with an elemental check-in for Earth signs. Earth signs, I'm getting a lot of witchcraft energy. And I'm seeing like justice scales, like the scales got to be balanced out in terms of karma, and it's just somebody here keeps trying to avoid it. Because it's like, well, if they this, if they that, I wouldn't have done this or that. And it's like, well, guess what? You're still on the chopping block. Earth signs, this could be you, cross watcher, anywhere in your chart. Like, this is just the element at large. Somebody heavily got involved with witchcraft. Like, somebody got involved with hexing, cursing, and binding, and somebody got down with the protection, return to sender, and so on down that line. Day and night difference, if you ask me, because there is nothing wrong with protecting yourself as long as you are not using that as an excuse to harm others. And my motto is, if you get caught up in my protection, that's between you and whatever you pray to. And this is from the year 2020 during the pandemic. There was a lot of people just picking up the craft out of boredom just to see what it was they could do. They had time and so on down that line. And it's just, oh God, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Because when I say I had to up the ante on protecting me, I was not joking, because I had so many people trying to send death spells my way in hopes of me committing the unthinkable, the irreversible, and so on down that line. And it's just like, no. No. There's just a lot of folks who got into spiritual stuff just out of sheer boredom. And things like that, and it's just, there's also a lot of hacking that was going on during that time too, out of boredom, and it's like, you about to get in so much trouble, and so on down that line. Again, there's just energy that has to be answered for from 2020. Somebody here did some juju that should have never been done, and it was to block a person's money. It was to block their movement forward and so on down that line, and a lot, dare I say, over a man that nobody was fighting over. The beef was one-sided. There's theft for content that has to be answered for and so on down that line, and I don't know what it is about earth signs, but somebody owes $50,000. It can be for a car, it can be to the IRS, it could be an insurance policy that was supposed to have been paid out to a very specific person, and so on down that line. It's just, it's a number of things. You know your story, put it where it goes. But if you are the one that's been trying to avoid accountability, switcheroo with destinies and karma and this, that, and the third, you deserve to get your shit rocked. And I'm hearing this specifically, and no, I'm not wishing this on anybody, but the death spells you send is going to be the death you have to receive in return. And the thing about a return to sender is where it lands is where it lands. It's not always going to come back on you. It can come back on a parent, a sibling, son, daughter, niece, nephew, aunt, uncle, and so on down that line. Like a colleague at work. It can land on your car. It can land on your dog, your cat, your fish, your gerbil, hamster, guinea pig. I mean, it lands anywhere. everything has a consequence, good or bad. And you know what? This is what you get for playing with things like that. For some, a mama was trying to protect her child because she genuinely thought you were attacking them, and that's not the case. They found out too little too late after the damage has been done that that's not the case. And then there's a mama who was going all out because she thought a woman she thought her son was interested in wasn't good enough for her son. But again, who are you? And my thing is, in order for certain things to stick, the person accused has to actually be guilty. And some people are finding this out too little too late because they were dedicated to misreading a person and or a situation. I mean, this is what happens when you're dedicated to not understanding. This is when you're dedicated to misunderstanding. And some people just don't want to understand at all because they're stuck in their ego. They can't bear to be wrong and so on down that line. And you know what? You're going to fuck around and you're going to find out. And somebody with heavy Virgo and Taurus placements is about to be on the find out phase of fuck around. I mean, it is what it is. And with that, everybody have a good day.